Hi, I'm A.C.Strange and this is the Bad Movie Show, episode 30, the Pothead Movie Show 2. Now I know what you're thinking, and of course, but Pothead movies are fun, wild, crazy, stupid. We love them. The best thing about Pothead movies is you don't have to be a pothead to like them. Most potheads are usually sleeping before the movie's even over anyway, so, you know. I have something for you that I've been looking for a real long time. So let's get started with a pothead horror movie. For real, ready? Hansel and Gretel Get Baked. Tribeca Films, 2012, not rated. Screenplay by David Tillman, directed by Dwayne Journey, starring Molly Quinn, Michael Welch, and Laura Flynn Boyle. So, Hansel and his pothead sister Gretel, they live in suburbia today, and after running out of pot, Gretel sends her boyfriend to get some more from this little old lady, Agnes, who's selling this Black Forest strain of pot that's awesome. And Agnes, who happens to be an evil witch and sucks the life out of her customers, we love her. Anyway, after Gretel's boyfriend doesn't come back, she goes to look for him and goes to Agnes's house. And Agnes is a cannibal witch that keeps pet zombies, vicious attack zombies. Told you, dude, we love her. And after Gretel's missing for a while, Hansel goes to look for her at Agnes's house and finds himself being prepared to be put in the oven. This is gnarly, brutal, laced with fairy tale references, and yo, Agnes got a basement full of pot, dude, it's crazy. This is badass, and Laura Flynn Boyle plays the best evil cannibal freaking witch ever. I like this a lot, and I've recommended it ever since the first time I saw it, so I'm going to give this a 4 and a see it. Badass. Laura Flynn Boyle, like, puts it down. We like that movie. And, yeah, put it on your list. Next up, I have Evil Bong 2, King Bong, from Full Moon Pictures, 2009, not rated. Now, I've reviewed the first one in the first Pothead movie show, which was episode 6. So in this, the screenplay is by August White, produced and directed by Charles Van, and starring John Patrick Jordan, Amy Parif, and Sonny Davis. Now, Alistair, it's been a long time since he's seen Larnell and the guys, but they've had crazy side effects ever since they smoked out of Evie, the haunted bong that almost killed them all. So they find the delivery guy, they take him, and they all go to South America to find the origin of Evie the Bong. And while there, they find a scientist named Felicity, who tells them about the Poontang clan. And then they also meet her partner, Cyril, which happens to be Larnell's grandfather, and he puts Evie back together and finds King Bong, a gigantic foul-mouthed bong that when you smoke from him, he sucks you into a whole other dimension that they have to escape to survive. Now, I remember the first one being weird and very silly, but kind of cool. You know, I had Tommy Chong and Bill Moseley. This did not have Tommy Chong in it to save it. I thought that this was stupid. Wasn't half as cool as the first one. And I'm starting to, you know, think that the first one wasn't even that good because this sucked. I did not like this movie. I'm giving it a 2, and that's being nice. And I don't want to see it again. Unfortunately, we bought the pack, and I have a thing about watching all the movies in a series, so I will be watching the third one. But this one I did not like. I give this a 2. Proof that not all pothead movies are great, but, you know, we like them anyway. Last but not least, and you know I have to, Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke. Paramount Pictures, rated R, 1978. Written by Tommy Chong and Cheech Marin. Directed by Lou Adler. Starring Cheech Marin, Tommy Chong, Tom Skerritt, and Stacy Keach. So, we have the man, who's Chong, leaves his parents' house and is hitchhiking and meets Pedro, Cheech, who picks him up thinking he's a woman and gets all scammed down. He's all pissed off. Anyway, they get together. They go to instant parties, and anyway, basically they get deported by accident. And while in Mexico, Pedro, hooks them up with a ride in an upholstery truck that is made entirely of weed, which is funny because they can't find any anywhere. So they drive into America with this big old truck full of pot, while Sergeant Stadenko is hot on their trail trying to find them, and they just keep pissing on his leg. Anyway, these guys, they pick up two hitchhikers and end up going to a big battle of the bands where the whole place gets smoked out and then they rock out in front of a whole crowd. In a nutshell. This movie's very fun, crazy, and McStoney. I don't think you have to smoke pot to get stoned watching this movie. It's automatic. And the best part is the end. So I'm going to give this, we'll give it a 4 and a recite it. My husband can recite this word for word right now. For real. So this was cool, and if you don't own it, put it in your collection. It's worth having. Those Cheech and Chong movies are always fun to watch. So that's it for me tonight. You know any pothead movies worth me reviewing? Please let me hear them. And until then, watch more movies. I'm A.C.Strange, and this is a Bad Movie Show. Good night.